Welcome again, dear friends, now to the Wednesday edition of Fresh Bread. It's Wednesday, February 8th, 2023. So glad you can join me. Reverend Phil Anderson here with you, pastor of Oakland United Methodist Church and Kansas Avenue United Methodist Church here in Topeka, Kansas. It's great to have you aboard here. We're going to do something that's a little different again. As we said this week, we're looking at the book of James. We're reading it from the Message. It's more of a modern translation, not when you do a lot of deep Bible study. And well, this isn't a deep Bible study. This is not taking a deep dive. We're just going to actually now, the next few days, spend about 3 minutes each day reading from James, and we'll have a little longer discussion on Saturday. So let's pick up about where we left off yesterday as we continue looking at the book of James. If you don't know what you're doing, pray to the Father. He loves to help. You'll get his help and won't be condescended to when you ask for it. Ask boldly, believing without a second thought. People who worry their prayers are like wind-whipped waves. Don't think you're going to get anything from the Master that way, adrift at sea, keeping all your options open. When down and outers get a break, cheer. And when the arrogant rich are brought down to size, cheer. Prosperity is as short-lived as a wildflower, so don't ever count on it. You know that as soon as the sun rises, pouring down its scorching heat, the flower withers. Its petals wilt, and before you know it, that beautiful face is a barren stem. Well, that's a picture of the prosperous life. At the very moment everyone is looking on in admiration, it fades away to nothing. Anyone who meets a testing challenge head-on and manages to stick it out is mighty fortunate. For such persons loyally in love with God, the reward is life and more life. Don't let anyone under pressure to give in to evil say, God is trying to trip me up. Read that over again just to make sure I make this as plain as possible. Listen very carefully here. Don't let anyone under pressure to give in to evil say, God is trying to trip me up. God is impervious to evil and puts evil in no one's way. The temptation to give in to evil comes from us and only us. We have no one to blame but the leering, seducing flare-up of our own lust. Lust gets pregnant and has a baby. Sin grows up to adulthood and becomes a real killer. So, my friends, don't get thrown off course. Every desirable and beneficial gift comes out of heaven. The gifts are rivers of light, cascading down from the Father of light. There's nothing deceitful in God, nothing two-faced, nothing fickle. He brought us to life using the true words, showing us off as the crown of all his creatures. May God add his blessing to that. We'll be back tomorrow on Thursday for more Fresh Bread. Until then, have a great day. We'll talk to you then.